Hello everyone, today I am discussing regarding the yarn count. Uh, Yarn count is a very basic things of textiles. So today I am discussing because sometimes we are forgetting the basic things. So I am discussing here just to recalling the things. Let's see the definition of yarn count. So yarn count is a number that indicates the mass per unit length or length per unit mass of the yarn. So yarn count is defined as the weight per unit length of the yarn or length per unit weight of the yarn. So basically this is a correlation between the yarn length and the weight of that yarn. There are several count systems and that is divided into two ways. So one is indirect systems and another is direct system. So let's discuss in next slides for both of the systems. So let's discuss regarding the indirect count system. What is indirect count system? So in indirect count system, the length of a fixed weight of yarn is measured. The length per unit weight is the yarn count. For example, we can see that is English count system, metric count system is under indirect count system. So the common feature of all the indirect count systems are the weight of the yarn is fixed and the length of the yarn is varies according to its fineness. Let's see the following formula for the indirect count system. So the formula is capital N equal to capital L into small w divided by capital W into small l, where the capital N is equal to yarn count that is derived in indirect system, capital W is equal to weight of the sample, capital L is equal to length of the sample, small l equal to unit of the length of the sample and small w equal to unit of the weight of the sample. So basically small n and small w is fixed for different indirect count systems. So for the NE it is fixed, for the metric count it is also fixed, and all the count systems are under indirect count system this L, small l and small w is fixed. Suppose the length of the sample yarn is 9800 meter and the weight of that yarn is 490 meters. So if we want to derive the count of that yarn is NE, that is in English count system, then the small w is 1 pound, that we need to convert that one into gram because the sample weight is in gram, and also the small l is also fixed for any calculation, so that is 840 yards. We need to convert that 840 yards into meter because the sample yarn length is in meter. So if we put all the data into the formula, then we will get the English count is 11.87. that means it is equivalent to 12 count. So we will get that yarn count of that yarn is 12 count. So for indirect count systems there are small l and small w is fixed. For the English count small l is 840 yards and small w is 1 pound. For the metric count small l is 1000 meters, that is 1 kilometer, and the weight of the yarn is small w is 1 kg. So similarly for the woolen count and worsted count and the linen count, that is also fixed. You can see the small l value and the small w value in the chart. So in short we can say that is one English count means number of 840 yards lengths per pound. That means in 1 pound how many 840 yards of hank is present in that 1 pound weight of the yarn, that is English count. If we think about the metric count, it's similar. The number of kilometer per kg is the metric count of that yarn. So similarly woolen count and the linen count. So for example, if 30 NE means 30 hank of 840 yards, length of yarn, weight is 1 pound. That means in 1 pound you will get 30 hanks of 840 yards length of the yarn in 30 NE yarn. Let's discuss regarding the direct count system. It's almost opposite of the indirect count system. Here weight of a fixed length yarn is determined. The weight per unit length of the yarn is in direct count systems. So for example, it is text, denier, decitext and etc. So the common feature of all the direct count systems are the length of the yarn is fixed and the weight of the yarn varies according to its fineness. So let's see the formula of direct count system. So that is capital N equal to capital W into small l divided by capital L, where capital N is to yarn count that will come into direct count system, and capital W is equal to, similar to the indirect count system, weight of the sample, and capital L is equal to length of the sample, and small l equal to unit of the length of the sample. So small l is fixed for different count system under direct count system. So let's see one example, then it will be more clear. If a sample length is 9800 meter and weight is 490 grams, and if you want to derive the yarn count in direct system in text, then small l is 1000 meter. So if we put that values into that formula, then we will get the yarn count in direct system in text, that is 50 text. As I said, in direct system the small l values is fixed for different count systems. If we see the table, then we can see that in text system the unit length of yarn, that is small l, is 1000 meter, and small w, that is number of grams, that doesn't come into that formula. So in denier system, that is 9000 meter, small l value is 9000 meter, and in decitext is 10,000 meters. So similarly the millitext, kilotext and jute count is derived. In brief, the definition of the above system is as follows. Like if we think about the text, that means the number of grams per 1000 meters. That means if we weight 1 kilometer yarn, then how many grams it is, then that is the yarn count of that yarn. So if you think about the denier, that is 9000 meters yarn, weight in grams is the denier of that yarn. So similarly the decitext, millitext and kilotext and jute count is derived. For example, what does it mean by 50 text? 50 text means 1000 meters yarn, weight is 50 gram. This is very easy. If you want to convert one count in one system to another system, that is very easier. You need to follow a table. You can see a table over there. So how does it work? You can see that if you want to convert 30 text into any, that is English count, so you need to follow that formula, like any to text, and the formula is 590.6 divided by text. That means if you divided 590.6 with the text of that yarn count, then you will easily get the English count of that yarn. So if you want to convert 30 text into any, then just put the 590.6 divided by 30, then the yarn count in any will come easily. That way you can easily convert any count into any count. So you need to follow that table, but it is very difficult to memorize whole the table. So I will recommend you to memorize only one row of the table. So if you memorize that text equal to d text by 10 equal to den by 9 equal to 590.6 by ne equal to 1000 divided by nm accordingly. So let's see how it works. So suppose you want to convert 50 text into any, then just follow this table. The text equal to 590.6 divided by any. Just put the value in this formula. So you can see text is here. We want to convert that 50 text into any, then text put the value of text is here, and 590.6 divided by any. We want to the value of the any, so any will be unchanged. So then you just calculate you will get the value of any easily. So you can see the value of 50 ticks is 11.81. Let's discuss count calculation for the ply or double yarn. So how you calculate the ply yarn and double yarn? So there is a formula for the calculation. If you want to calculate in the indirect system, then the formula is capital NR equal to capital N divided by N, where in capital NR equal to ply of the resultant count, capital N equal to single yarn count, and small n equal to number of yarn in the ply. It will be more easier to understand if we see it's in a figure. So let's see the figure. If we want to make 30 count yarn into one yarn, that is 3 ply yarn, so the capital N is 30. So number of yarn in the ply is 3. So if we put that number into that formula, then we will get resultant count is 10 ANE. If we think about the calculation in the direct count system, so the calculation is also easier. So the formula is NR equal to capital N into small n, where NR equal to ply of the resultant count and capital N equal to single yarn count, and small n is equal to number of yarn in the ply. So if you see a figure like this, so if you want to make 20 ticks, 3 yarn of 20 ticks into one ply, then you just put that number into the formula. 20 is the single yarn count and the number of ply is 3, then it's 60. It's very easier. In short, you can get easily the resultant count of the ply yarn by dividing the single yarn count by the number of ply in the indirect count system. For the direct count system, you need to multiply the single yarn count with the number of ply to get the resultant count of ply yarn. So there is a question always asked, which yarn is finer? So in the indirect system, if you see the higher count yarn is thinner than the lower count yarn. So if you see the graphical image, then you can see the 20 yarn count is thicker than the 40 yarn count. That means 40 yarn counts is finer than the 20 yarn counts. And in direct systems, it is opposite of the indirect system. So higher count yarn is thicker than the lower count yarn. If you see in a picture, then 40 ticks is thicker than the 20 ticks. So in short, you can see in indirect system, the higher the count, the finer the yarn. In direct system, the higher the count is thicker the yarn. That's all for today. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. Just please keep in touch. Thank you everyone.